Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! '58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey man, watch the boot.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right there. Watch the screen.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
180. 58. Hey, alert. Watch safety creeping.
Mayfield. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Point it right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Here we go, regular.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Regular.
Now they try the right side here. And they will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Switch it.
Team spill.
Check 24. Check 24. Sit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Rock it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, we're 33.
Check 4.
Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. They're running it. Check 9, check 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
180.
Here we go.
King.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
180. Run.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Yes.
Mike 2. Watch 2.
Hey, team 6.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
2nd and 9 now. He's got a man complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Joker, 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 joker. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Yep.
No, no, no.
They'll run on first down. Ayers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, break.
Focus, defense, focus. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Greystone, travel.
31's the mic. Go on. Come on, D. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
2nd and 13. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, fellas.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game.